The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS. With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Wake Up Crew. This sounds like the opening to another show on WGNS. Which one is that? What show is that?
Financial Coaching Radio with
yeah,
Jason Qualls.
yeah.
JASLON.
Did we steal that?
They were. It was around the same time.
Same time? Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to, copyright issues. We got those anyway.
But ours has the voiceover. His doesn't.
That's
His
true.
is just music.
The great John Young. It is Monday, February 25th, 24th, 2025. Episode 1600 is our 1600th episode. Yes.
That's
yes,
big.
indeedy. And somebody brought us some donuts today.
We don't know who.
They're heart-shaped.
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
They were from the Boys and Girls Club. They were really for me, because I have them on my show once a month.
How come you asked us? How come you didn't know
That
when
was
we
last
asked you?
week.
How come you didn't tell us when we asked you? You said, I don't know. You asked who brought the donuts.
Well, I did, but I went in the hallway and there's a little note with it.
Yeah. Boys and Girls Club.
Donut Country Donuts. Can't go wrong.
He gets all the perks.
Yeah, he does.
He really does.
He's beyond us.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. He thinks he is.
That's for sure.
President's Day and no school for city and county today.
Bum 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 bum.
I don't think that's right. That
No,
was
that's
last
not
week.
right.
That was last week. Yeah.
So just scratch that off.
Did you see me look at you?
Forget all
yeah.
about it.
Well, and it was.
In fact, none of this is right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Everything else is.
City Teacher Workday, March 13th, and County Parent Teacher Conferences, March 17th. No school on that day. And spring break is March 31st through April 4th. I guess when you were putting the ink in and all that kind of stuff and, running it through, you kept that in there when you were supposed to omit it, right? Is this what happened?
Yeah, I've had to do lots of revisions in this last week.
Happy second President's Day, everyone.
I thought, wow, since when are we doing two of them?
We're gonna celebrate the lesser known presidents today.
It's Garfield's.
William Taft.
I just want to know your guys' thoughts, though. It's episode 1600.
Too many. Oh, not that thought.
I mean, maybe a better thought.
Okay.
That we've been together now for 1600 shows.
Too long. Oh wait, sorry.
Let's see. You and I have been here for probably all of them, but maybe, let's see. You're the only one that's been here every day, Brian. You've been here every show.
Yeah.
That we've actually all three been together. You've missed probably, 100 maybe?
Oh, probably close. Yeah, maybe
More than that,
more.
maybe.
Yeah.
And I've missed about 10.
It's been about 3 years of me only being on half a week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So you still-
probably more than 100, but
It's 3,200 hours.
it's too many. How many years? Let's see.
2018.
Yeah.
2018. That's 7 years of watching Brian eat a peanut butter and great.
Well, no, that's
Crustable.
a pretty tame breakfast. For normally it's like a ham and cheese sandwich or something.
It'll be 7 years in
And it
November.
always smells. His breakfast always smells.
Well, he had
So do you.
the roast beef that you made him, that you presented to him,
Pot roast.
pot roast that
Yeah.
you presented to him. It had a unique smell.
Yeah.
It was really good, but it was a strong smell. Of course,
stinks.
Of course, he's
That's
sitting
what I
there
heard.
eating. Look what Dalton got me. Look what Dalton got me. Look what Dalton got me.
It was supposed to be his lunch, so that you wouldn't see it and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, no.
He ate it for breakfast.
He eats everything for breakfast. That peanut butter and jelly sandwich. How many of those have you eaten probably in the course of 7 years?
I don't know. It's just easy to grab and bring.
And it's frozen when
At first,
you take it out.
at first it was Lunchables, and you're going to die from Lunchables, and now I can't eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I didn't say you couldn't eat them.
Well,
I just
they're
said
not
you've eaten a
peanut
lot
butter.
of them.
They're Uncrustables. They're pre-made, pre-packaged peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
So
Don't you
what's-
wish they made a big Crustable though? They're so small. You can eat them in 2 bites.
I know.
Seriously, I wish they make a big Crustable. I bet you they don't do that because I think the bread would probably in the middle might get a little
Well, it's a normal sized piece of bread, but then they cut off the edges and crump it, so to make it crustless.
So you can get the great value, and they're a little bigger because they're square. So they just
yeah. but no crust.
no crust.
Yeah.
They crimp the
Are
edges.
they
but they're
as good?
They're square. The bread's not as good.
Okay, well, that means a lot right there. We've got a great show for you today. Maybe. We might not make it to
Doubt it.
1601. 617, here's a first look at the weather.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we're looking at lots of sunshine with a high near 60 degrees. Afternoon southwest winds at 5 to 10. Into tonight, you're looking partly cloudy with the low around 37, southwest winds around 5 miles per hour. By Tuesday, we'll see lots of sunshine, high near 63, and west-southwest winds stay around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night looks partly cloudy with the low around 38. I'm weatherology meteorologist Jay Marslick with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 26 degrees.
Hi, this is Stan with Parks Auction Company, and by now you've probably heard our commercials and know that we are committed to helping you increase your investments. Call 896-4600 to set an appointment with me or one of my team members. That's 896-4600. Parks Auction Company. We handle everything.
All right, guys, it's Scott. If you're feeling tired, lacking motivation and drive, gaining weight, or noticing a loss of muscle mass, these could all be signs of low testosterone. Don't wait. Find out now. At Low T Center here in Murfreesboro on Medical Center Parkway, they make it easy to get your levels checked. And with their on-site lab, you'll get those results back in about 25 minutes. Low T Center is not a typical doctor's office. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone with customized therapy, or TRT, for each patient. The experts at Low T Center have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve life-changing results. And most health insurance is accepted for treatment. For established patients with stable T levels, they also offer a convenient, physician-monitored, self-inject treatment plan that ships directly to your home each month without the need to come into the office for weekly visits. And at Low T Center, you can also get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. Yep, you can lose weight. Get back to your best. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
Hi, this is Trevor at Bell Jewelers. If you're looking for a new watch, we have Longines and Seiko. And then in the pre-owned market, we have pre-owned Rolexes and Tag. You can keep up to date with that on our Instagram and TikTok. If you're trying to sell your pre-owned Rolex, bring it by to Bell Jewelers and we'll give you an offer for it. And if you're looking for a pre-owned Datejust, Submariner or GMT, come to buy Bell Jewelers. We have those items here in store right now. Bell Jewelers, 821 Northwest Broad, across from Toots.
If you can dream it, Farrah Construction can turn it into reality. Shop local, Farrah Construction Company. I'm Ron Hall. Investing in property can be nerve-wracking. It does not have to be. Farrah Construction offers high-quality craftsmanship, quick response, and attention to detail. Our goal is to keep your expenses low while focusing on our attention on high-quality services. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
People that come in to pre-plan their funerals and put it down in writing makes it a whole lot easier on the children at the time of their death. This is what Mama wanted. This is what we're going to do.
Visit murfreesborofuneralhome.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Christopher Bell was the NASCAR winner at Atlanta in overtime. His only lead was on the final lap, but he led as the last caution came. Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders will reportedly meet with teams at the Combine this week, but not work out. U.S. women's soccer in Arizona beat Australia 2-1, and Alex Bregman had 3 hits in his spring debut with the Red Sox, including a homer. To men's college basketball, just 2 weeks left in the regular season. 10th-ranked St. John's now 24-4 after beating UConn 89-75. Attendance about 20,000 at Madison Square Garden. Indiana dominated the second half and upset number 13 Purdue 73-58. In women's hoops, number 1 Notre Dame lost in double overtime at number 13 NC State. In the NBA, Oklahoma City and Cleveland each won again. The Cavs have won 7 straight. 6 straight wins now for Detroit after winning at Atlanta 148-143, and Boston beat New York.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Good morning here on Murfreesboro, Tennessee. John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, Dalton Barrett with you for the next 2 hours. That's right.
Kiss my grits.
Be careful out there today driving if you're out in the traffic. I wish there would be one day I could do without that.
It's my least favorite sound effect he's got.
Yeah, I know.
It's horrible when you're listening to it in the car.
Right.
I don't think he's ever heard it in the car.
It scares people.
But it's the most realistic sound effect ever.
I hate it when they use sirens in commercials because I think somebody fixed to pull me over.
Normally there's like music going or whatever, so you can tell. That is just a very realistic sound.
Yes. So stop it. He's insane.
I know, he's lost his mind.
Anyway, we're powered by Middle Tennessee Electric.
Yes, we are.
And since 1936, MTE has provided light, comfort, and connection to our community. As your trusted energy advisor, MTE is always here to help you. Connect online at MTE.com or download the My MTE app.
Yes, you can. I have the My MTE app.
Thanks for helping me with that.
And every time I open it, it makes me a little sad. Not because I don't like MTE, but because there's a bill there that I have to pay.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that'd be a problem. He's lost his mind.
Yeah, he's not even talking now. He's just quiet.
You're just looking at me. I mean, it's your hour. I don't know. What do you want me to do?
He's got something funny he wants to say, but he won't say it.
I don't know. Don't help me with my hour, but I'll help you with your hour.
I don't know where you're going here. It was just
We're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere.
That's been proven.
All we've done is listen to you do trash sounds, with the car. Bam.
Oh, maybe one segment this hour we can do our just Brianisms that we've done in the past.
I know one thing we need to check on our weight loss this hour, which I'm resigned to the fact I had to start all over. So
again,
I just cannot get in. I cannot get into it.
But you have total still lost weight.
Yes.
Okay.
But it just I didn't gain any this week, but didn't lose any. So I've maintained, but. My mind is not set on it. I don't know. You guys are doing great, and I think it put more pressure on me. I got behind early, but.
Look naked at yourself in a mirror. That's what gives me motivation.
All right. Song of the day.
Yes. Song of the day.
Wake up.
We're doing top breakup songs.
Okay.
Because it's after, Valentine's, and a lot of people get dumped.
Yeah, okay.
So, top.
Can we hear it?
Top breakup songs. Yep.
Okay.
Seeing Kevin Costner with that longing look at Whitney.
I got a story or two to tell you about breakups.
Oh.
In fact, what's the worst breakup you ever had, Our good neighbor of the day is Kayla Howard. The good neighbor of the day for being extremely helpful in working with the public at the county archives.
Yes, she has.
Be it genealogy research or Rutherford County history, she always has a smile. Kayla's going to receive flowers from Ryan Flowers, coffee, and gifts. We'll be back.
We're visiting with a resident at Stones River Manor who has her own apartment in independent living. I see you have a whole collection of antique churns. What's the story behind that one?
Bought it at an auction. I told my husband, I said, don't go too high on it, maybe $35. And there was this guy, he kept on bidding. And my husband said, I'm going to get it. I don't care what it costs. And he kept on it. He gave $85 for it. That was a lot of money for us back then.
Learn more online at stonesrivermanor.com.
At Heritage South Community Credit Union, you won't find crazy promotions with pages of requirements. You won't find endless phone trees with computer voices. You won't find an out-of-state bank focused on turning a profit. Instead, we help when others won't. We've been doing that for our community since we started in a pencil factory in Shelbyville almost 70 years ago. If you're tired of big banks, it's time to try your local community credit union. Visit heritagesouth.org to learn more. Insured by NCUA.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Dudley. A teen out on bond for attempted murder in Smyrna is now wanted in connection to another shooting that injured a 4-year-old boy. 19-year-old Talik Galashaw King is facing charges for evidence tampering and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon in relation to the shooting involving the child on Saturday. Deputies found a boy with a gunshot wound early Saturday morning at a home along Tessa Grace Road. Authorities say King fled the scene in an unknown vehicle shortly before law enforcement arrived. Deputies say King should be considered armed and dangerous. The Shelby County Health Department is proposing new testing policies to area hospitals in response to alarming HIV rates in the Memphis area. The proposal states if someone is admitted to the emergency room, they would be informed that an HIV test will be part of their medical visit unless they decline. The department says this would increase testing rates and help prevent the spread of the virus. The Tennessee Department of Health says the infection rate for teenagers in Shelby County increased by about 50% from 2022 to 2023. The Memphis area ranks second in the nation for HIV infections.
Chronic absenteeism is on the rise.
Sophia A., absent.
Julio M., absent.
These absences are often due to the absence of crucial needs like food, transportation, and health care.
Olivia H., absent.
Preston L., absent.
But site coordinators from communities and schools connect kids to the resources they need so they show up prepared and ready to learn.
Jacob O., present.
Visit communitiesandschools.org. Being present matters.
The Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency is working to track down the person responsible for poaching an elk in a wildlife management area. It happened in East Tennessee in the North Cumberland Wildlife Management Area, according to the TWRA. The elk appears to have been shot. A $3,000 reward has been posted for information leading to an arrest. Will Dudley, Access Tennessee News.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
627 on the Wake Up Crew. It is time now for our weekly weigh-in. And we start with the last week, you were the runner-up.
Yes.
You were like 2 pounds behind him?
Yes, I probably still am.
Okay, so...
Unless he's gained weight.
Your weight loss for this week?
I lost 0.7 pounds this week.
It's a very slow week.
Very slow week, but that brings my total to 18 pounds lost this year.
That is excellent, yes. And now, of course, we go to the leaderboard, of course.
He's cheating. He's on Ozempic.
I'm not. This week, I lost 0.8.
0.8. So nothing really changed.
Which takes me to 20 total. Even.
So you're 2 points.
I was 19.2 last week and 20 now.
Okay, 2 pounds ahead.
It's about like we were last week.
Yeah.
So
I lost a tenth of a pound more than him, apparently.
Okay, well.
Well, going by the math.
See, that's why I didn't want to get this thing started, because I knew it would get super competitive.
It's not supposed to be.
I'm just saying
a point.
That's
yeah. I'm not trying to be competitive. I lost 1/10 of a pound more than you, son.
No, you were saying it was the same as last week, and so yes, it is the same.
The weight difference is kind of the same. I mean, I may be missing it by a 1/10, but it's 2 pounds.
Right. Exactly.
So you're still the leader. So quit complaining.
I'm not complaining.
A 1/10 of a pound more.
I was just doing some math. Sorry for being intellectual.
I don't think anybody's ever confused you being intellectual. Have you? Have you ever thought of him as being? That's not really something I think about. When I think of intellectual, I don't really think of Brian.
When I think of him and smart, there's always another word that comes with it.
Oh, wow. Oh, hit the car. Okay.
And
so, what?
And you?
Yeah. And so, what else happened? Oh, yeah.
Are you skipping yourself?
Skipping yourself?
It's not a competition, fellas.
Well,
no,
but
I have struggled. But the main thing that every week. But I have started back on the original plan that I had, and you'll see less of me next week. I promise.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I hope so.
You can do it.
This is why I wanted to do total weight loss, not week-to-week weight loss. Like, how many pounds total have you lost? That way, it wasn't this. I lost 1/10 of a pound more than you.
I see what you mean, but how will you do that? You mean you're talking about?
So I have my original weight, and then so I'm 17 pounds total.
Oh, okay. So you'll say
so
I'm
each
17.
week I subtract.
It's not how much you lost each week.
Right.
Okay, we can do that. That'll be fine. Are you okay with that?
I'm fine with whatever you would like to do.
Well, I'm not in charge of it. I'm just the MC. 20 pounds is great. You should be feeling it now. You should be showing.
Oh yeah, my belly button is less deep.
You got a ways to go on that, don't you?
Well, I haven't really
thought about your belly button.
I really haven't gone knuckle deep in my belly button.
Yeah, I'm at about half a knuckle as opposed to a full knuckle. So.
Well, congratulations, and I've stayed the same. Okay, now time for Today in History.
Turn to Turner Security.
I like this new upbeat Today in History.
Yes, there's a clock. That was my idea.
It's a unit working together with ideas.
It was my idea.
1857, the first perforated U.S. postage stamps delivered to government. They weren't perforated before. I guess they just tore them, didn't they? Had to cut them.
I guess you had to cut them.
Yeah.
Get out your pocket knife.
And now they have self lick. You just boom.
They don't even have to lick them anymore.
Yeah.
Most of them are adhesive already.
Yeah. In 1868, the U.S. House of Representatives votes 126 to 47 to impeach Andrew Johnson, President Andrew Johnson.
That's why we're celebrating Second President's Day today. It's all the impeached presidents.
I can't get that.
Wow.
In 1964, My Heart Skips a Beat, a single released by Buck Owens. It was the number one U.S. hot country single in 64.
Oh, my heart skips a beat when we walk down the street. I feel
This is the most stereotypical country voice I've ever heard.
know you're mine and
Moving end of time. All right, in 1980, U.S. ice hockey team clinches the gold medal with a 4-2 win over Finland at the Lake Placid Winter Olympics. Comes after a 4-3 Miracle on Ice victory against hot favorite Soviet Union. A lot of people thought they might lose that Olympic gold to Finland because they put so much into the Soviet win, but they didn't. They won it. 1993, the 35th Grammy Awards. Eric Clapton wins. In 1998, Elton John is knighted by Queen Elizabeth II at Buckingham Palace in London.
when I say it softly, slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer.
And in 2008, Fidel Castro retires due to ill health. And that's a look at today in history. Coming up, Rewind with Brandon Brooks. We'll have a look at the forecast coming up. And we'll also be looking at that first time at traffic. All coming up here. It's 6:33 on the Wake Up Crew.
This is CBS Rewind. February 24th, 1975. The release of the Led Zeppelin double album, Physical Graffiti, featuring Kashmir. This date in 1981. The release of the Rick Springfield album, Working Class Dog, featuring the hit single, Jesse's Girl. And February 24th, 2006.
You sent for me, Chief?
Actor Dennis Weaver, New York, TV's McCloud.
Well, my daddy used to say it was the second oldest profession in the world.
Died at 81.
Well, that's not a hamburger.
I'm Brandon Brooks, and that's Rewind.
And now, a Progressive ad brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Drivers who switch to Progressive could save big. With Progressive, this has been a Progressive ad from Progressive. See if you could save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or Progressive.com.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we're looking at lots of sunshine with a high near 60 degrees. Afternoon southwest winds at 5 to 10. Into tonight, you're looking partly cloudy with the low around 37. Southwest winds around 5 miles per hour. By Tuesday, we'll see lots of sunshine. High near 63 and west-southwest winds stay around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night looks partly cloudy with the low around 38. I'm weatherology meteorologist Jay Marslick with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 26 degrees.
Good morning. Some police activity's got traffic a little bit slow out here in Wilson County as we check it out live on 40 westbound around the 242 mile marker. Again, that's just outside of Lebanon here in Wilson County. On some police activities, got traffic slow on 40 going westbound. Try to load up a little bit more volume in the last few minutes. 24 west up through the Antioch area coming in from Murfreesboro. Hey, whether you need a new roof repair, roof inspection, call Independent Roofing Specialists. Check out irsroofs.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by the law offices of John Day and AmeriCare Pest Control.
I've got pets.
AmeriCare is Rutherford County's #1 choice in pest control, and it's simple to see why. After calling 893-7111, their staff came to my house 8 years ago when I had an insect problem. They looked at the situation, showed me the areas and what they'd recommend to resolve the problem. After treatment and with quarterly checks, I'm bug, critter, and creepy crawly free. Thanks, AmeriCare.
Call the best of the best to get rid of your pets.
AmeriCare, 893-7111.
Let's check those WGNS Good Neighbor events. Not this week, but next week.
Monday, March the 3rd, brings the Rutherford County Beekeepers Association meeting to the Lane Agri-Park. It's always on the first Monday evening at 7 o'clock, and the Lane Agri-Park is at 315 John R. Rice Boulevard. There's a free grief support group every Wednesday morning at 10 at the St. Clair Senior Center, and the St. Clair Senior Center is at 325 St. Clair Street. Greenhouse Ministries needs volunteers, and they have a volunteer orientation every Thursday morning at 10. That's at Greenhouse Ministries, 307 South Academy Street. Don't forget the free computer classes from the Rutherford County Library System. They're offering them over at the Tech Center, the one on Minerva Drive. One of the free classes is at 3:30 Monday afternoon, and the other is at 2:30 on Tuesdays. For more information, contact the Rutherford County Library System. And WGNS is happy to list your Good Neighbor events. Get them to us at least 2 weeks before they occur.
Middle Point Landfill's Mike Klassen.
If you're a citizen in Rutherford County, the cost if Middle Point doesn't exist to you as a taxpayer is going to be at least $200 per household per year. But if you live in the city, because you have free disposal in the city, that number is closer to $400 per household on your property taxes right away.
The garbage that we generate will have to be taken 60 miles upstream, and you'll have to cover the charge. We don't want to be up the creek without a paddle. The answer's here, Middle Point Landfill.
Alan Butcher.
Well, the thing I like about Adams Place is that when you come here, you're coming to a complete healthcare system. You start off in independent living, and then if you need additional care, you go to assisted living. And we also have a memory unit and a rehab unit.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's time for the dad joke of the day. Oh, nice guy.
21 minutes before the hour of 7 o'clock, and we are about ready to have our dad joke of the day. First one of the week. And I think last week it was 4 and 1. He had 4 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down for the week, which if you can average that pretty good, you're doing okay.
You're doing pretty good.
You don't want one of those 2-3 weeks, or 2. Kind of like being below 500.
And they can't all be winners, because if they were, you'd never be able to appreciate the good ones.
Well said, my friend.
Thanks. I think that's probably from the Bible.
Never mind.
You ready?
I think I am.
Okay.
I think I am. I told my wife I wanted to be cremated.
Really?
Yeah. She made an appointment for Tuesday.
It did make me laugh, but I get it.
Yeah. Maybe like...
I'm going to go 3/4.
Yeah, 3/4 of the way up.
which is a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Let's be clarify that. Boy, he gets those.
It wasn't like I'm not in stitches.
Yeah,
but it wasn't bad.
No, 6:41 here on the Wake Up Crew.
You're about to be in stitches.
CBS News Brief. Midnight tonight is the deadline Elon Musk has given federal workers to come up with a list of what they did last week or face layoffs. CBS's Nancy Cordes.
This mass email is now causing mass confusion. Federal workers at the Defense and State Departments, DHS, Intel are among those at numerous agencies now being told not to answer it.
An update on the 88-year-old Pope who remains in critical condition at a hospital in Rome where he's being treated for double pneumonia. Correspondent Seth Doan.
Blood tests are revealing early signs of kidney failure. We've learned the Pope is also receiving high-flow oxygen through tubes in his nose, and he is continuing to get blood transfusions.
In Ukraine.
It's an important day for all of us to be here.
Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau and EU leaders meeting with President Volodymyr Zelensky to mark 3 years since Russia invaded the country. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
Authorities in Rutherford County are searching for 19-year-old Talik Glashaw King, who is wanted in connection with a shooting that injured a 14-year-old boy early Saturday morning, February 22nd, on Tessa Grace Road. The child was rushed to Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital, underwent surgery, and is expected to survive. According to detectives, Glashaw King fled the scene in an unknown vehicle, taking the firearm with him before law enforcement had arrived. Initially, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office reported that he was wanted for attempted first-degree murder in Smyrna, but later clarified that he was already out on bond for attempted murder in a previous case. King is presumed armed and dangerous, and law enforcement is urging the public to help locate him. If you have any information, contact the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. Detective Jesse Gamble, and anonymous tips can be submitted as well. And with daylight savings time beginning March 9th, the debate over its future is heating up again. President Donald Trump has voiced support for permanently eliminating clock changes, calling them costly and inconvenient. Across the country, lawmakers in nearly 24 states have introduced legislation to either observe daylight savings time year-round or opt out entirely. However, federal law only allows states to remain on standard time permanently, meaning states cannot adopt permanent daylight savings time without congressional support. Some states, including Tennessee, Florida, and Georgia, have already passed laws supporting permanent daylight saving time, but these laws remain inactive until federal approval is granted. Meanwhile, other states like Texas and California have introduced bills to let voters decide whether to remain on permanent standard time or daylight savings time. From now, Americans should prepare to set their clocks forward on March 9th and fall back on November 2nd unless Congress takes action to change the current system. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Mike Clausen with Middle Point Landfill.
The cost if Middle Point doesn't exist to you as a taxpayer is going to be significant.
Trash, let's be careful where we throw it away.
The next closest landfill for Middle Point right now is down in Lewisburg.
Garbage that we generate will have to be taken upstream.
That's about $90 per ton of waste to get it there.
Cost to take out the trash will trickle down to local residents and businesses. The answer's here, Middle Point Landfill. We don't need to take our garbage up the creek without a paddle.
Hi, this is Taylor at Bell Jewelers. Bell Jewelers is having their Black Friday week special through November 30th. Select items are marked down, but the biggest special we have going on is that you get a free gift with purchase if you spend $2.99 or more. So come visit us at Bell Jewelers. Bell Jewelers is having their Black Friday week special through November 30th.
Bell Jewelers, 821 Northwest Broad Street, across from Toots.
We're at Adams Place talking with John Hood. John, what do you like most about Adams Place?
Well, Bart, I guess what I like most is the personal attention that you get, the comfort and security, and knowing that you're in a very outstanding place.
What made you choose Adams Place?
Well, frankly, I only looked at Adams Place.
I'm Terry Deal. Call me for more information about Adams Place, located at 1927 Memorial Boulevard, across from Walmart.
Fellas, if you've noticed a lack of energy, motivation, and drive, it could be low testosterone. Don't wait. Get checked by the experts at Low T Center. They have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve life-changing results with testosterone therapy, or TRT. And for established patients, they offer the convenience of physician-monitored at-home TRT with advanced personalized plans that include both lab testing and self-inject medication. Low T Center makes it easy, shipping directly to your door. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
Man on the Street Newsmakers, brought to you by Old National Bank in Murfreesboro.
Friends? Yes. The financial partners whom you've built a relationship with at Old National Bank are still at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard location, right here in the borough. And so are the warm, homemade cookies.
Cookies are ready, dear.
Like Grandma used to make. If you need online and mobile banking, Murfreesboro's Old National Bank does that too. You and Old National Bank, better together.
Old National Bank at 2230 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
Information you need.
We don't have enough emergency shelter space, but the real issue is affordable housing.
That's Amber Hampton.
We have folks that come through the shelter, they get a check every single month, and they just can't find housing. The list is just insanely long. We live in a college town, so college kids are going to scoop up the cheaper housing faster. There's a lot of folks that if we could find them available places to rent for like $400 or $500 a month, we could put them in housing today, but it just doesn't exist right now.
Murfreesboro Rescue's Ed Grimes says people need to work together.
Today, there is a collaborative effort trying to bring organizations together so that we don't duplicate services. Right now, it's still an underserved population because we don't have that bed space that we need. The services that are being provided today are definitely services that are needed.
Hampton concluded,
we've got the pieces of the puzzle that we need. We just don't have enough. So, there's not enough outreach happening. There's not enough shelter happening. But we have the pieces. There's just not enough of it happening to where it's hitting what we need. We all work really well together, and we've got the pieces of the puzzle that we need. We just don't have enough.
And that's information you need from WGNS, focusing on our local homeless problems.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
6:48 here on the Wake Up Crew, and Dalton, I was telling Brian the other day, I've been watching ER.
Oh,
been binging ER.
Okay.
Do you know how hard it is to binge 15 seasons?
Yeah, no, and those old shows, you're not talking 5 episodes a season or 10 episodes a season.
No.
You're talking
30. Yeah.
And procedurals are hard for me to binge, like medical cop procedurals, because it's the same thing every episode.
And there's so much hospital stuff in it.
Yes.
If the personal stuff, you have to kind of find it. So I've gotten where I skim. I skim a lot through them, but
I'm getting ready to watch The Sopranos because I've never seen it. And
you haven't seen The Sopranos?
I've never seen Sopranos.
Wow. I started.
I'm getting ready to watch it. I've heard it's one of those
be ready for a lot of language.
I've heard it's one of those kind of barrel through the first season, kind of like Breaking Bad. Get through the first season and then you're hooked. But
yeah, I'm only 6 episodes in, so I didn't give it a full chance.
I have a friend of mine who really likes The Sopranos. He's seen it all a couple times. So
it's like Mad Men. I personally like Mad Men in the early episodes more than I did the later episodes.
See, I'm in the opposite there. I
like
all of Mad Men. But
it was slow starting.
It was slow, but it's good.
The whole thing was kind of slow, I thought.
But I was intrigued
hooked
by the period, the time period, because that's kind of my time period.
You're gonna love the new Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, they're gonna set in that time.
Takes place in the 60s.
Yeah. So, and I'm really getting to believe I'm really gonna like Reed Richards.
I think I like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I think he's going to
him.
be pretty good in it. Yeah.
His costume gets on my nerves because the rest of them have white on their collar and he's the only one that doesn't.
Why is that?
I don't know. The Thing's costume gets on my nerves too because he's got a 4 on his chest, a 4 on his belt, and 1 on his pants. It seems like too much.
It's the little things that bother us, isn't it? Yeah,
it's overkill.
But
Is it embedded in his rock?
But their costumes look like sweaters. I like that.
Somebody was saying The Couple Next Door on Stars is really good.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, but I think there's some bad language in it too.
Watching TV has been slow for me lately.
Yeah.
Just me and Megan always have a show, and then I have a show I watch myself. And so we're watching through the middle, which you want to talk about a long show. But it's pretty good. It's funny.
The middle?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I liked it. I like that show.
And then I'm watching Futurama.
But I do like fewer episodes.
Yeah.
To binge. I mean,
I'm wrapping up Night Agent on Netflix.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, what
It's
happened
good.
to Paradise? You didn't like it?
I'm going to wait until they all come out.
Oh, okay.
I don't like to watch one and then wait a week and watch it again. So I started it, and then I realized that it wasn't the full season, so I'm going to wait until it finishes up.
Yeah. How are the movie business? How are they making it? I just don't understand.
Well, I mean, movies are making money again, which is good.
But they're not at the theater. I don't know what's at the theater and what's not.
Marvel movies, kids movies, cartoons.
Premiere 6 is showing Casablanca.
Well, that's going back.
Yeah. I mean, going way back.
Yeah.
They did that for Valentine's Day.
I think I
think
thought
they're
it
still
was
showing.
Yeah.
I think so. We saw Captain America.
I would like to see that on the big screen, though.
I mean, it's
would
kind of
think
neat
it's so neat to do that, see an old movie on the big screen.
I did that with, they've done a few that I've liked. They did Goldfinger. Back
Yeah, but that would be good.
right post-COVID.
Although I did see Goldfinger at the theater.
Well, I did not.
But, they restored them so well. They're in such good shape now,
I wish they'd do Spider-Man. If there was one movie, if they had a request box, do the first 3 Spider-Man movies in the movie theater. That'd be so much fun.
Oh, by the way, Premiere 6 is going to be closed Wednesday and Thursday this week.
And he's real excited about it.
I am. They're exchanging their Pepsi products for Coke machines.
Oh, the new Coke machines with caffeine free, maybe?
I don't know, but I know that they're putting in Coca-Cola products.
Gosh, that'll be great. That'll be great. Stop by and visit them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not our sponsors, but they help us
They're
out.
station sponsors.
Yeah. Ready for some birthdays?
Sure.
Anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
All right, for 1786, Wilhelm Grimm, German storyteller. He wrote Grimm's fairy tales. 1874, Honus Wagner, American Baseball Hall of Fame shortstop. He was an 8-time National League batting champion. In 1921, Abe Vigoda, American actor. He played in Barney Miller. And The Godfather, I should say. He got killed. I think they put him in a taxi cab and shot him.
I killed him.
1955, Steve Jobs, American computer entrepreneur and co-founder of Apple. And 1977, Floyd Mayweather, American boxer, 5-time weight division world champion, and 26 consecutive wins in world title fights. That was pretty good. You don't see much about fighting anymore,
No, unless it's a big fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kickboxing and all that stuff now, ain't it? So, but the old heavyweight champions no longer. All right, that's a look at our birthdays celebrity-wise, and here locally, Jason Dobbs, Suzanne Kreiner-Vaughn, Frank Jennings, Sandra Johnson, Patsy Rogers, Kim Linville, Pat Riley. Yesterday, we had Terry Cunningham, Darren Phan, Randy McCullough, Mickey Gannon, and Scott Baxter.
Oh, those are the names we had for yesterday and today coming into the morning. If you want to add to our list, it's simple, 615-893-1450. We'll announce the list at 8 o'clock and give away some banana pudding from Slick Pig Barbecue.
Well, today is National Tortilla Chip Day, so maybe hit up your favorite Mexican restaurant or just buy a bag for home, but eat you a tortilla chip.
Get some from Chili's. They're really good. 6:55 here on The Crew.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we're looking at lots of sunshine with a high near 60 degrees. Afternoon southwest winds at 5 to 10. Into tonight, we're looking partly cloudy with the low around 37, southwest winds around 5 miles per hour. By Tuesday, we'll see lots of sunshine, high near 63, and west-southwest winds stay around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night looks partly cloudy with the low around 38. I'm weatherology meteorologist Jay Marslick with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 26 degrees.
Broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios, MTE Sharing Change has now donated more than $11 million to local nonprofits, assisting worthy causes in our community. MTE, serving to make life better since 1936.
Good morning. We saw some flashing lights earlier with some radar possibly there in Wilson County on 40 westbound just before you get into Lebanon. Traffic's picking up even more in the last few minutes. 65 south at Trinity Lane. Here comes that traffic through Dixon County. I-40 eastbound passing Highway 46. Hey, when you need dependable towing here in Middle Tennessee, no matter if it's for a car, big truck, STR Towing and Recovery, check them out at strtow.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Need a new set of tires? Head to Tire World, where you can buy now, pay later. Ask your Tire World experts in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne about their financing options.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Get the Bridgestone affiliated retailer credit card.
Shopping for your DIY projects, odds are at the Habitat Restore.
We got it. If you have a painting project going on, we have plenty of paint supplies. Come see us here at the Habitat Restore. Find it at the Restore. If you need batteries, come to the Restore. We got it at the Habitat Restore. 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Murfreesboro.
Remember, we got it today at the Habitat Restore, but it may be gone tomorrow.
We got it, yeah.
I am Charlotte Gardner.
Why do you love Adams Place?
Gee, there are so many things, but I guess the choices. You can be as lazy as you want to be. You can be as active as you want to be. The residents are friendly. The staff is wonderful. You don't need to be concerned at all. It's up to you.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
What's Spider-Man's new superpower? The ability to move release dates. What? I can do that? Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4, originally set to swing in July 24th of 2026, will now open July 31st. That's because we'll have Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey opening July 17th, also starring, you guessed it, Tom Holland.
I am so confused right now.
Well, it breaks up the summer of Tom a little, and it allows both films more availability for their coveted IMAX theater releases.
And the winner goes to Conclave.
And at the Screen Actors Guild Awards, Conclave, winning for Best Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture just ahead of the Oscars, which will happen Sunday. For CBS Entertainment, I'm Matt Wolf.
At Progressive, we're making things even easier. We'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's 6:58 here on the Wake Up Crew. Glad you're with us this morning. Stay tuned for news coming up from CBS. Kayla Howard is today's Good Neighbor of the Day for being extremely helpful in working with the public at the county archives, be it genealogy research or Rutherford County history. She always has a smile. Kayla's going to receive flowers from Jenny Harrison and the family over at Ryan Flowers, Coffee and Gifts, and News Radio WGNS.
And if you know someone who's gone the extra mile and you want to nominate them as our Good Neighbor of the Day, it's super easy to do that. Text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450 to get those nominations into us. You can also call or text that very same phone number to get your birthdays or your anniversaries into us, or head on over to WGNSradio.com/birthdays to get them in there as well so that we can give away a delicious bowl of banana pudding from our good friends over at Slick Pig Barbecue.
When Murfreesboro firefighters knock, they're helping our city by conducting the census. If you haven't filled out the census form, do it today. Return the mailer you received or go online to murfreesborocensus.com. More people counted means more funding for roads, schools, and safety services.
And we'll be back with more of the Wake Up Crew. John, Brian, Dalton, all here right after the news from CBS. Our time here on WGNS, 7 o'clock.
Portions of our programming have been pre-recorded. The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, flagship station for MTSU Sports. Courthouse clock time, 7 o'clock.
Federal workers push back.
We will challenge every illegal action that's taken by this administration.
3 years of war in Ukraine.
They're in big trouble because of Donald Trump.
Pope's health struggle.
Blood tests revealed early signs of kidney failure.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan. With the CBS World News Roundup, the email went out yesterday afternoon to staffers of the U.S. Aid for International Development. Some 2,000 workers would be fired, most others put on administrative leave. It comes just days after a judge gave the administration the go-ahead to carry out firings. And tonight's a deadline for all federal workers to explain to Elon Musk 5 things they did last week. CBS News correspondent Nancy Cordes.
While a few agencies urged workers to comply with the email, the FBI, led by Kash Patel, told agents to pause on responding. So did the State Department, led by Marco Rubio, telling staffers that no employee is obligated to report their activities outside of their department chain of command. The Pentagon also opted out just days after the president made major personnel moves there. He fired the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, C.Q. Brown, and the chief of the U.S. Navy, whom Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth once derided as inexperienced and suggested she was only promoted because she is a woman.
The president deserves to pick his key national security and military advisory team.
Democratic Senator Jack Reed slammed the moves.
It's the beginning of a very, very serious degradation of the military and politicization of the military.
In a social media post, President Trump announced conservative pundit, author, and podcaster Dan Bongino has been picked to serve as FBI deputy director. He is a former Secret Service agent. 3 years ago today, Russian troops invaded Ukraine, touching off a war that rages on today, a time when U.S. policy toward Ukraine is changing. Here's CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb.
Throughout the years of bitter fighting, Ukrainians have had to flee Russian bombs, see whole cities destroyed, and suffer alleged war crimes from Kremlin-backed forces. It also saw the U.S. commit to around $180 billion to support the fight, from ambulances to long-range missiles.
I'm trying to get the money back.
But President Trump falsely claimed Ukraine had started the war.
Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left. Got to move. That war is going in the wrong direction. In the meantime, we're successfully negotiating an end to the war with Russia.
The abrupt change in U.S. policy was something Zelensky grappled with at a lengthy press conference we attended in Kyiv.
I hope that it will not have influence on other steps and they will not cancel or stop or freeze any support.
Now to the Middle East, CBS's Deborah Patta reports on new military action.
Israeli tanks have moved into the occupied West Bank for the first time in over 2 decades. The military operation comes amidst fears that the fragile Gaza ceasefire, set to expire by the end of the week, will not be extended. Families of captives still in Gaza are insisting talks must continue. U.S. Special Envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, arrives in the region later this week in a bid to ensure the ceasefire holds for a second phase.
Now the latest news on Pope Francis, who's hospitalized in critical condition. CBS's Chris Livesay is in Rome.
The faithful poured out prayers for the Holy Father.
I think he's okay with whatever happens. Whether he gets better or not, I think he's ready.
What started as bronchitis became much worse. The Pope, now suffering from double pneumonia, required high-flow oxygen and blood transfusions. Blood tests revealed early signs of kidney failure. CBS News Vatican consultant Father Anthony Figueiredo.
He's a man like you and me, which means he has his own fears.
Even the Pope is afraid of death.
Even the Pope, and quite recently as well, he indicated should he die, he hopes it will be quickly rather than a long period of suffering.
4 minutes after the hour.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball! Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay. Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving.
If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
President Trump has praised the win by mainstream conservatives in Germany's national election. CBS's Holly Williams tells us a far-right party came in a strong second place.
The Alternative for Germany, or AfD, are far-right, anti-immigration, and want closer ties with Russia, and they have the support of Elon Musk.
A new study indicates the U.S. could be headed for a chronic hospital bed shortage within the next decade as more facilities close. And CBS's Elise Preston tells us hospitals now are filled with flu patients.
Flu cases are surging across the country in what's shaping up to be the worst flu season in 7 years. We're just halfway through flu season, but already 19,000 people have died from influenza. The CDC says more than 430,000 have been hospitalized.
Health officials say there is reason for concern over the measles outbreak in Texas and New Mexico. Former FDA Commissioner Dr. Scott Gottlieb on Face the Nation.
I think this will spread. There's been 100 cases that have been identified so far. There's probably many more than that. So I think that this is going to get into the hundreds of cases and could take many months to try to fully snuff out.
There's a recall of frozen supplemental shakes that are sold to nursing homes and hospitals under the brands Cisco Imperial and Lions Ready Care. They've been linked to a deadly listeria outbreak. Now to Chicago, where a trial opens today for the man accused of shooting up a holiday parade.
Robert Crimo III is accused of killing 7 people and wounding 48 on July 4th, 2022, while shooting from a rooftop overlooking the parade in Highland Park, Illinois. A judge ruled last week that survivors of the shooting will be allowed to attend the trial. The 24-year-old Crimo's father served 2 months in jail on charges that he signed his son's firearm permit application when he was too young. Terry Keshner for CBS News, Chicago.
In Hollywood, the Oscar race heats up.
And the winner goes to Conclave.
Conclave won the Screen Actors Guild Top Award for Best Movie Ensemble. Timothy Chalamet took Best Actor for the Bob Dylan biopic, A Complete Unknown.
I know the classiest thing would be to downplay the effort that went into this role and how much this means to me, but the truth is this was 5.5 years of my life.
Demi Moore won Best Actress for The Substance. Zoe Saldana and Kieran Culkin took home supporting acting prizes. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Time on the roundup, 8 past the hour.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News Radio. We'll keep you updated at the top of each hour all day. It's time to get back to Brian, John, and Dalton for more of the Wake Up Crew.
Back at it for another hour of fun and information. You've got the Wake Up Crew here with you. I'm Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, Dalton Barrett here as well. We've got more information right now for you as we check on traffic and weather together. This update brought to you by Toots.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and our family would like to thank this community for supporting Toots for 40 years.
Head over to Toots.com for our daily specials, our menu, and all of our locations. Check out our Kids Club for some extra deals. Thank you to our patrons and customers.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
Toots. Good food and fun.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we're looking at lots of sunshine with a high near 60 degrees. Afternoon southwest winds at 5 to 10. Into tonight, you're looking partly cloudy with the low around 37, southwest winds around 5 miles per hour. By Tuesday, we'll see lots of sunshine, high near 63, and west-southwest winds stay around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night looks partly cloudy with the low around 38. I'm weatherology meteorologist Jay Marslick with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 25 degrees.
We're excited to announce that Capstar Bank is now officially a division of Old National Bank. Old National Bank in Murfreesboro at 2230 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank, ready to serve you.
Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good morning. Starting to load up a little bit more volume on 24 westbound, leaving Murfreesboro, Rutherford County up through Antioch, passing Bell Road, Hickory Hollow Parkway. It's picked up with more volume down through Millersville. The last few minutes down from the north on 65 southbound, there around Bethel Road. Hey, when you need dependable towing here in Middle Tennessee for your car or big truck, call STR Towing and Recovery. Check out strtow.com. I'm Commander Chuck, your on-time traffic.
If you're not waking up to the Wake Up Crew, here's what you've been missing.
You had a day off in... Yeah, I do it too.
Don't miss the Wake Up Crew with John, Brian, and Dalton.
Mr. Haney, quit running.
Here on News Radio, WGNS.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's the Wake Up Crew. With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett,
and Dalton Barrett.
Back here for the second hour of the Wake Up Crew here on News Radio WGNS. Welcome in to episode 1,600. Who would have thought?
Certainly not I.
Not me either.
We're what, 2 years away from our 2000th?
Maybe something like that.
About a year and a half.
I don't know. That's too much math.
Yeah, probably about 2 years away from 2000. I think that's when we hang up the hat. 2000 feels like a good number to just wrap it up on.
Somebody asked me about the show and said, "What makes the show so good?" I went, "Well,
you tell me because I'm not really sure."
I do think our show got better when we quit caring.
After I got through laughing, I said, I think it's because of our age differences. You've got every part of the sphere here. You've got old man, pretty old man, and young guy.
You call me pretty.
No, I said pretty old. Pretty old man. Pretty old. Pretty old. You are pretty old.
I like being a pretty old man.
Oh, jeez.
Just call him old.
Yeah.
He toss in the pretty.
In fact, you're ruining the dynamics pretty soon. If you get any older, you're going to catch up with me, and then we're going to have two old guys.
If you get older.
What do you want me to do? Just croak right here?
No. That thought hadn't crossed my mind. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to... Okay.
No, hey, you do realize that if he dies now, you're stuck with sports forever.
Oh, no. Not going to happen. Nope. I'll turn it over to somebody. I'll find somebody. I will hunt them down. And when I hunt them down, I will find you.
This is usually what I get when I hunt them down. Although they're pretty excited in the beginning, and you tell them what the pay is, and it's like, I think I'll go to work at McDonald's.
I really do think people think, okay, if I retire, I can make a lot of money, just being on the air and stuff.
How's that going for you?
Let me tell you right now, that is not true. You do not make some big sums of money. In fact, you're lucky if you come out even.
Yeah.
Because by the time I buy like a hamburger at a ball game, and a Coke,
you've wasted your.
I'm at even then.
And then you factor in gas, and you're in the negative.
Yes. Yeah. So
that's why we like hospitality rooms.
Yes, we do.
Because that helps with that.
Hospitality rooms don't never work out for me because we're going to have to go on the air so early.
And it's always barbecue.
Well, no, I mean, some places it can be pretty good, but they had chicken the other day. I didn't get any because I was...
Chicken fingers weren't ready just yet. They had sub sandwiches from Publix. And there are always some pretty decent desserts.
Yeah.
I like a Publix sub sandwich.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Have you tried the new, what's it called? Slotsies down there?
I have not.
I found out where Seasons 2 is, by the way.
Veterans?
Uh-huh. I found out where it is. You know where the grocery store is on Veterans? The only store that's in the subdivision? It's right off of Veterans. It's right behind that. It's a little strip mall right behind it. And I didn't know that, but I found it the other day.
I had Schlotzsky's. It's not what I remembered. It was okay.
I'm thinking you may be thinking of Blimpies maybe or something, you know?
Well, I remembered Schlotzsky's, but they've changed the way that it's not the same. You know, they went out of business and then came back.
So are you saying it's better or?
It's okay.
Okay.
They have raving reviews.
They have cinnamon buns.
They do. Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Because it's all part of their business model. Because that's who bought it.
It's just like anything else, though. I think sometimes you have to look for what's the best thing.
Pretty expensive for a sandwich.
Jersey Mike's. I go into Jersey Mike's. The guy bought and this is not against Jersey Mike's. I love Jersey Mike's.
Too.
But he bought a giant sandwich. It was like $17.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's is expensive.
You know, but I mean, you get full. I mean, you could have 2 meals out of that baby. You know, out of a giant.
I had enough points that I had a free giant.
Points aren't they calories? You mean?
No, you can.
He's on the rewards.
If you use their app, you can get points, and so I got a giant, and it made 2 meals.
Yeah, but I got a mini sub the other day, and it was plenty. I mean, even the little minis.
Yeah.
So
did you get the?
I have not found
cheesesteak.
No.
I just have not found something from Jersey Mike's I love. I don't love their cheesesteak. They're all pretty good, but there's not like this is my favorite sandwich from there. I just haven't found it yet, so I don't go super often. There's also not one really close to me either.
I really like Jimmy John's.
I love Jimmy John's because I know what I get from. Like I know what sandwich I like.
And
from
some
there.
place that I love, I never go is Penn Station. I love their sandwiches, but I never get for some reason. I never go there.
And I know. I like the chicken teriyaki from there. It's a great sandwich. Because once you know what sandwich you want from a place, then it makes you like that place. But
and their fries.
Their
fries are good.
And they have fries too, which is unusual.
Yeah.
But I never go there. I can't ever remember. There's one on the Avenue, and there's one on Memorial. Now, when it was on Memorial, when I lived over on your side of town, I used to go there a lot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I lived like a minute from there, and I was there frequently.
Some pretty decent restaurants right there in that little group with McAllister's. I was on a McAllister's kick for a while.
McAllister's Cookout. There used to be an El Cubilete over there, but it's closed.
And Cookout, man, I tell you can go to Cookout and get that tray or whatever. You can't really beat it. The
Cookout is one of the cheapest places to get a burger.
Really is.
You can get a burger and sides from Cookout cheaper than you can McDonald's.
Wow.
Have you had a Cookout burger?
I have. Mm-hmm.
They're really good.
It's another place I just don't go there. I'm just not. I'm not near any of them.
Mine you go to is usually the hamburger and the chicken quesadilla.
I get the cheddar style burger, and then instead of fries, I'll get a chicken quesadilla and a cheeseburger quesadilla.
So you get your choice of 2 other sides.
You get 2 sides.
Well, that cheeseburger quesadilla is pretty good too.
Yeah, they make a mean corn dog. I know that
they do.
I've heard, and barbecue is not bad from there.
Yeah. I've never had it there.
So we've got coming up.
We were in that whole segment, didn't we?
Conversation with Sunshine Nutrition. Going to play a little game later on, too.
This is News Radio WGNS Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles. Here's Steve DeSager.
Christopher Bell was the NASCAR winner at Atlanta in overtime. His only lead was on the final lap, but he led as the last caution came. Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders will reportedly meet with teams at the Combine this week, but not work out. U.S. women's soccer in Arizona beat Australia 2-1, and Alex Bregman had 3 hits in his spring debut with the Red Sox, including a homer. To men's college basketball, just 2 weeks left in the regular season. 10th-ranked St. John's now 24-4 after beating UConn 89-75. Attendance about 20,000 at Madison Square Garden. Indiana dominated the second half and upset number 13 Purdue 73-58. In women's hoops, number 1 Notre Dame lost in double overtime at number 13 NC State. In the NBA, Oklahoma City and Cleveland each won again. The Cavs have won 7 straight. 6 straight wins now for Detroit after winning at Atlanta 148-143, and Boston beat New York.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
What I like to think about Adams Place is it's sort of a pipeline.
Alan Butcher.
You enter in at the independent living end of it, and you go as far as you can. It just happens that my wife is in the memory unit, so I'm able to go over and see her each day, and that works out real well.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
For home restoration at a price you can afford, trust the professionals at Farrah Construction to get the job done on time and within your budget. Farrah Construction can remodel your home or can update your kitchen, bath, or other rooms. I'm Ron Hall. If you can dream it, Farrah Construction can turn it into reality. Call Farrah Construction at 615-893-6120. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
Here's today's Sunshine Nutrition segment featuring Kim Hillsman Dunaway.
Sunshine Nutrition Center in both Murfreesboro and Smyrna, and we've been talking about heart health. So where are we picking up today?
Today we're going to talk about blood pressure, but we're going to focus in on the supplements that help with blood pressure. I like to talk about diet first because I want people to have an understanding that we can't just take a pill. We have to make some dietary changes. We have to make some lifestyle changes. Behavior change is a big part of the equation, but supplements can be immensely helpful when people are dealing with blood pressure. And I really approach this twofold. One is supplements that specifically are designed to lower blood pressure, which is obvious, right? But the second piece, what's causing the blood pressure to be high? Which is the piece that I feel like is missing a lot of times in the medical model. Is it stress? Is it a lack of sleep? Is it, overwork? Like what is causing the blood pressure to rise? I think a lot of times people kind of get into this, well, my mom had it, so I'm going to have it too. And, there's a whole lot of way to get around genetics, and that's with behavior and lifestyle change and things like that. So, but in terms of supplements, one of the best supplements for blood pressure is always going to be hawthorn berries. And they've been around forever. You could certainly get the berries and make tea out of them, but most people are going to take it into capsule form, which is usually the easiest way to take it. And it works very well at helping to lower your blood pressure by helping to relax the blood vessels and help that blood flow quicker and better. Right? Another supplement that's very good is hibiscus. So usually when we think about the top number and the bottom number, the blood pressure mechanism is very, very complicated if you really look at how it works in the body. Your kidneys have a very, very big role in regulating your blood pressure, and your adrenals also have a role in that. So that's why reducing the sodium and increasing the potassium helps so much, because that really allows the kidneys to thrive a little bit better, and also watching your protein intake immensely. But also taking herbs that help the kidneys are also very helpful for the blood pressure, that help to control the water balance. So hibiscus is one of those. Celery seed is also another one of those that work very well with the hawthorn together to sort of work on both of those numbers, right? Then there are also supplements like magnesium, which I think most people should either take a magnesium supplement or eat high magnesium foods like hemp seeds, or making sure that you're getting adequate amounts of whole grains and nuts and beans and things like that that have magnesium in it. If not, you need to do a magnesium supplement. Magnesium does at least 300 different things in the body, and then some people say it does as many as 1,200 different things in the body. One of those is helping with regulating your blood pressure and helping to relax your blood vessels. And so that can be tremendously helpful for blood pressure. People are like, well, what magnesium do I do? There's so many different magnesiums. Any magnesium is going to be of help. But typically a magnesium taurate is probably going to be the most helpful for your blood pressure, because taurine, which is an amino acid, also helps with blood pressure as well. And so that particular form would be best, but any magnesium would be better than no magnesium at all.
You also mentioned sleep. So getting better sleep can help with blood pressure?
Absolutely. That's one of the reasons why yoga is so good for blood pressure pressure because it relaxes the nervous system and it lowers the heart rate. That's why breathing exercises are so good for blood pressure. Having good sleep is tremendously helpful. That's why if you go to the doctor and you have really bad numbers for your heart, they're going to send you and get a sleep study, right? Because that might be a way that you can help to lower your heart disease risk by getting on a CPAP machine if you need it, because you're not breathing properly to get a higher quality sleep. Most people don't get enough sleep and they mask it by doing lots of caffeine. And that's not a long-term solution, right? So we have to really prioritize the sleep if it's something that you struggle with. There's lots of options naturally to help with that.
It seems like getting good sleep and then eating just a regular, traditional, healthy diet, those two things can really turn your life around in a lot of ways.
That's why I tell people nutrition is not complicated. It's actually very simple. You can do a whole lot with a couple lifestyle changes and portion control, right? We try to make it really simple in that you can only eat these foods, or if you, don't eat these foods, or, work out at the gym for all of these, all of these ridiculously complicated things. And it's really not that hard. We just have to make better choices at the end of the day. We have to be empowered with the information. Sometimes people they don't know that it could be simple, right? But once you have that information, like the application, a lot of times is what's hard for people. But the actual data supports those very simple things.
Do you think sometimes people go too deep into something? Maybe it's a diet, but they do make it too hard. They do make it too complicated on their own for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a personality thing that people do. Some of their perfectionists, type A types, they've got to be, going 100 miles an hour all the time. But I do think in general, we tend to be very boom or bust. People are either all in or they're all out. And most of the time, both of those are very difficult. Being all out is not helpful, but being all in, sometimes it's too strict and very, very difficult to stay on this very narrow road. So if we widen things, make it a little bit more liberal, but really focus and hone in on those things that are most important, emphasizing those things that are most helpful, limiting those things that are most hurtful, will go a much longer way and be much better set up for success.
Kim Hillsman Dunaway from Sunshine Nutrition Center. Kim, tell us where your locations are.
In Murfreesboro, we're located at 621 South Church Street, and then in Smyrna, 901 Rock Springs Road.
Again, we've been talking with Kim Hillsman Dunaway from Sunshine Nutrition Center.
Sunshine Nutrition Center, with locations in Murfreesboro and Smyrna.
Wake up in the morning and begin to shine. Grab a fresh cup of coffee and I'm gone by 9. I tackle the day and make it mine. Turn the radio on, I tune the radio in. Tune it in to good Nick stations where they begin. It's how his day begins.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Are you ready to take control of your energy usage and save money? Download the MyMTE app to track your energy consumption, pay your bill, and even report outages right from your phone. It's free and available now in iOS and Android.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Take the leap of faith.
Residents at the Villages of Murfreesboro say it best.
We didn't know if we wanted to move. We've been at our home for 57 years, and it was hard. We thought to move. We should have been here years earlier.
The Villages of Murfreesboro.
Just come and visit it. You won't believe what you see in this place.
I'm Hope Rogers. Call me at the Villages of Murfreesboro, 615-848-3030.
It's just wonderful.
I'm a single mom, and as you can imagine, it's a fight sometimes just to get out the door. But when I need new tires or something's wrong with my car, I need to head to someone I can trust. I go to Tire World.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Tire World, locally owned and operated. Jeff's family-friendly restaurant is celebrating 20 years of serving up meals just like Grandma makes, maybe even better.
It is excellent. Very good food. It's kind of like eating at home.
Good food. Good food. Very good. And the service is good. Real nice folks here.
Open every day except Tuesday from 11 to 6 and Sundays from 11 to 5. Jeff's is at 467 South Hancock Street, just off MLK Boulevard. It's well worth the trip.
So good.
Jeff's family-friendly restaurant.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
7:30 is our time on a Monday morning, episode 1600 of this mess, The Wake Up Crew.
And yesterday, we had birthdays for Terry Cunningham, Darren Fan, Randy McCullough, Mickey Gannon, and Scott Baxter. I think you know almost every one of those people.
A lot of them.
And Jason Dobbs has one today. Suzanne Kreiner Vaughn, Frank Jennings, Sandra Johnson, Patsy Rogers, Kim Linville, and Pat Riley. Happy birthday.
And if you or someone you know shares a birthday with any of these folks, get them over to us. 615-893-1450 is the phone number. WGNSradio.com/birthdays. That's the website. And a delicious bowl of banana pudding from Slick Pig Barbecue. That's the prize, so get them in.
Murfreesboro firefighters are going door to door to make sure every household is counted in the special census. Fill out the mailer you received or go to murfreesborocensus.com. That's murfreesborocensus.com.
Okay, checking on traffic and weather together here for you now. Then the news check. It's 7:31 from the crew.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we're looking at lots of sunshine with a high near 60 degrees. Afternoon southwest winds at 5 to 10. Into tonight, you're looking partly cloudy with the low around 37, southwest winds around 5 miles per hour. By Tuesday, we'll see lots of sunshine, high near 63, and west-southwest winds stay around 5 miles per hour. Tuesday night looks partly cloudy with the low around 38. I'm weatherology meteorologist Jay Marslick with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 25 degrees.
Good morning. Latest accident is going to be out on the west side, 40 eastbound near McCroy Lane out in Bellevue. Moving an accident, Joyner Avenue at Nolensville. Pike Barnes at Cedarmont Drive in Antioch should be cleared up in just a few more minutes. Building pretty good now on all the major inbound routes for this time of the morning. Hey, Prince's Hot Chicken has new items on the menu. Check them out today. Order online. PrincessHotChicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
A single vehicle crash in the early morning hours of Saturday, February 22nd, claimed the life of 22-year-old Diego Estrada in Murfreesboro. According to the Tennessee Highway Patrol, Estrada was driving a 2013 Nissan Rogue on Tennessee Highway 96 towards Murfreesboro when the vehicle veered off the left side of the road, struck by a utility pole, and overturned multiple times. Estrada was ejected from the SUV, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities confirmed that he was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash, and the cause of the accident is still under investigation, and it remains unclear whether speed, road conditions, or other factors played a role. And a federal appeals court has ruled that 17 Republican-led states, including Tennessee and Arkansas, may proceed with a lawsuit challenging federal rules that require employers to provide workplace accommodations for workers seeking abortions. The lawsuit, initially dismissed due to a lack of standing, was revived by the Eighth Circuit Court, which determined that the states have legal grounds to challenge the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, or EEOC. The Pregnant Workers Fairness Act, or the PWFA, passed with a bipartisan support in 2022 and mandated that employers offer reasonable accommodations for pregnant and postpartum employees, such as extra breaks and modified work schedules. However, the EEOC's interpretation of the law included abortion-related accommodations, allowing workers to request time off for an abortion and recovery. Tennessee Attorney General Jonathan Skrmetti criticized the EEOC's stance, calling it an overreach that weaponized the law to promote abortion cases. Meanwhile, advocacy groups argued that the law is meant to ensure all pregnancy-related medical needs, including abortion, are protected in the workplace. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett, and I'll talk to you later.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Here's Dr. Craig McCabe at McCabe Vision Center.
We have treatments for the skin of your face. So not only do we want you to see young, we want you to look younger too and get rid of a lot of that sun damage.
Dr. Craig McCabe, the eye doctor you hear on the radio.
Maybe you've got dark spots, acne, rosacea, even wrinkles. We can now treat.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, behind SunTrust Bank.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so that you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard, or give us a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
Back here on the Wake Up Crew, News Radio WGNS, and it's time to play
Name That Tune.
Tell me about it now.
Artist, year, or song name.
Phil Collins?
Wait a minute.
You should know this one.
I know, I do know it. I can't remember it. I can't.
Here she comes.
Here she comes. Hall of Notes.
Yes.
Oh, here she comes.
She's a man-eater.
Yeah. 1982.
82 is correct.
Wow.
Look at that. All right.
Name that tune.
Next up.
Alabama, 1978.
78, huh?
Mountain Music.
2 out of the 3
No, 80,
correct.
1980.
80, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
82, Alabama, Mountain Music.
Oh, play me some mountain music.
Like Grandma used to play.
Name that tune.
Come
The
on,
Twist.
baby.
Chubby Checker.
60 what?
Let's twist again. 1962.
It is The Twist.
The Twist, okay.
Chubby Checker, 1960.
Okay.
Wow.
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Man.
Name that tune.
Oh, no.
The Doors. Light My Fire, maybe? Yeah, Light My Fire. The Doors. 1969.
67, but 2 out of 3.
Wow. Once again, coming
Name
through.
that tune.
1980 something.
It is 80s for
This is
sure.
yours.
No idea
yours.
what song.
Another one bites the dust.
Nope.
Another one bites the dust. This is you, man.
I've heard it 1,000 times, but I don't know.
It is I Need You Tonight by INXS, 1988.
Okay, INXS.
NXS.
Yeah, NXX.
Yeah. All right.
Name that tune.
Bum, 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 bum. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, what is the name of the
Simon,
song?
Paul Simon. Let Me Be Your Bodyguard.
Yeah.
I can be your long lost pal.
A man walks down the street, he says,
Uh,
why am I soft and
What is the name of the song?
Why am I soft
It's not Kodachrome.
Rest of my life is so hard. I need a photo opportunity.
Ah,
I wanna
Chevy
shot a
Chase
damn
did this
shot.
video
Don't
with him.
wanna end up a cartoon in
A cartoon graveyard. Do you know?
I don't know the title. I can't think of it.
You Can Call Me Al.
Yeah, okay.
Paul Simon, 1986.
86. That's later than I thought it was.
Name that tune.
These long intros kill us.
We've come a long, long way together.
I've heard it. Don't know it.
I have too, but
This is Praise You, 1998 by Fatboy Slim.
Yeah.
oh,
A
never
little
would've
later
gotten
for
that
me,
one.
yeah.
Name that tune.
You know this one.
I do. I'm terrible at names of songs.
Yeah. Wait. 20 more seconds. Sing something.
These long intros.
I don't think we're going to get any, are we?
This is Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve, 1997.
I wouldn't have gotten the name. Heard it 1,000 times.
I don't know if this song has words.
Maybe it
May
doesn't.
not.
I think it's an instrumental.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to find out.
Well, that's a little bit of Name That Tune here this morning from the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS.
Find it at the Restore, yeah.
Welcome to the Restore. What are you looking for today?
Do you have any area rugs?
We got it. And all of our lighting is 50% off here at the Restore.
Find it at the Restore.
If you need trim or molding, come on down here to see us at the Restore.
The Habitat Restore at 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Murfreesboro.
Remember, we got it today, but it may be gone tomorrow.
Find it at the Restore, yeah.
At Heritage South Community Credit Union, you won't find crazy promotions with pages of requirements. You won't find endless phone trees with computer voices. You won't find an out-of-state bank focused on turning a profit. Instead, we help when others won't. We've been doing that for our community since we started in a pencil factory in Shelbyville almost 70 years ago. If you're tired of big banks, it's time to try your local community credit union. Visit heritagesouth.org to learn more. Insured by NCUA.
Turn to Turner Security.
Hey, it's Brian Barrett. Here at the radio station, we needed a security solution to keep the staff safe while also giving us some flexibility with guests entering the building. I've tried to find a solution for years, met countless representatives, and they all said it can't be done. That is, until I turned to Turner Security. Not only is it done, it's done right. For your home or business, take it from me, Turner Security is the only place I'd turn.
Turn to Turner Security.
And I would highly recommend Adams Place. It's a place to enjoy life. It's comfortable. The settings are home-like and not sterile. Adams Place is a place they're looking out for you. You feel at home, and I'm very fortunate there's a lot of people here I already knew. To get back to the food, I want to say one thing. The chef does a fabulous job here. I'm Larry Castelli, and I would highly recommend Adams Place.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
Time to wrap up the show Monday morning. In the books, it's February 24th, episode 1600 of the Wake Up Crew.
My mic wasn't on.
But it is now.
Not anymore. Good neighbor of the day today, Kayla Howard. Good neighbor for being extremely helpful in working with the public over at the county archives. Being at genealogy research or Rutherford County history, she has a smile always. Someone writes in to tell us. That's the good neighbor of the day from Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and News Radio WGNS. You can send in your good neighbor by texting neighbor to 615-893-1450 or WGNSradio.com/goodneighbor. The two of the easiest ways, that is, to get in a good neighbor of the day on the Wake Up Crew, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Their charitable foundation is Sharing Change, and it's funded by members who round up their electric bills to the nearest dollar each month, supporting hundreds of nonprofits. Discover more at sharingchange.org.
Time for the dad joke of the day.
Replay.
You know, I told my wife I wanted to be cremated. She made an appointment for Tuesday.
Replay.
I don't care. You can sit there if you want. Well, what have we learned today? That there are jerks in the studio. That's one thing.
Is my mic on? Oh,
yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's on when there's not a time to interrupt.
I thought we were so hot during the Name That Tune game. We got off to such a great start, then we just faded at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, just over and over and over again.
That song does have words, by the way.
Bittersweet Symphony.
The name of the song is the very first words in our song.
Yeah. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
What else? We talked a little James Bond. That might have been off air. I don't know.
It was off air.
Oh, it was? Well, we'll talk about it on air next time.
We talked a little Mad Men.
Mad Men, yeah, we did. We talked about restaurants, and this wasn't even Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, it's our 1600th show.
Yeah,
we talked about that quite a bit. Yeah. That's all.
About sandwiches, different things
We
like
did
that.
talk about sandwiches.
Yeah, ratings went up during that period. The dad joke got a 3/4 of a thumbs up.
That's true. We did our weigh-ins today.
Yeah, y'all doing great.
You're
So
right
are
there.
you, John.
You're hanging in there.
Oh, what a joke.
You've lost weight.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah. And we're going to change it. We're just going to tell how much we've lost.
Total. Yeah.
I thought that's what we were doing all along.
I did too.
So we don't tell, like...
You don't give any details of...
No, I lost 1/10 of a pound more than you.
Yeah, that was kind of low. That was kind of low blow.
That wasn't...
I mean, you came out, like, oh, I lost 1/10 of a pound more than you did, Dalton.
And both of us only lost under a pound.
No, but the conversation was, it's about the same. And I said, yes, I lost 1/10 of a pound more.
You just said it again. You're just rubbing my face in it. He doesn't hear it.
I'd like to rub your face in something.
Oh, maybe he does hear it.
He does. He does hear it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's it, huh?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm still in protest.
My mic's going to be turned off in a second. So long, everybody. Till tomorrow.
This is my last Wake Up Crew show.
We're going to go out with our song of the day that we didn't get to earlier, and I apologize for that. I just had no control over things earlier. But here is our song of the day. Top breakup songs this week, and here's one from Whitney Houston. What was the movie she and Kevin Costner were in?
Bodyguard.
Yeah. That's from that movie. A lot of her big hits early on were from that movie, I think, weren't they?
Did you like that movie?
Not really.
I didn't either.
But Kevin Costner was young.
He was so weird in that movie, though.
Very weird. Well, that's Whitney Houston, our song of the day. That's going to do it for